Hi, I'm Mike from Become a Better Guitar Player, and today I'm going to show you a Led Zeppelin song called 10 Years Gone. It's one of their truly epic songs with lots of different types of guitars, and it's got some heavy metal sounding stuff and some real pretty chords. So it's off of Physical Graffiti. It's one of my favorites. So let's get started. Okay, so for starters, this song is played in drop D. That means the bottom 5 strings are tuned standard. Your lowest string is tuned down to a D. Now on this song, there are multiple guitars. I think at least 5 different guitars. I don't know if they're all tuned to drop D, but if you tune your guitar to drop D, you can pretty much play every part of the song. So it starts out with this really nice kind of pretty chord, clean sounding. It's a real moody song. It goes. Okay, so the first chord is going to be just an A chord. And you got to play it with all your fingers here, or because you got to lift some of them up. So it goes. You strum it down. You're going to have second chord, second fret, D, G, and B string. And you're going to strum from the A string down. Then you're going to come back up on the E string here. Then you're going to lift your pinky up. Then it slides into this chord. You're going to have your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the D string, your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and then you're going to put your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. Then you go back to the A chord. For that, you're going to slide back up to this A chord. You're going to lift your pinky up, and then you're going to strum it, and then you're going to hammer back down with your pinky on that 2nd fret. So it plays that a few times, and there's a little bit of a verse. Then it goes into this part. So to play that part, you're going to start out back with this A chord with all 3 of your fingers on the 2nd fret. You go. That's going to be 2nd fret of the G, 1st fret of the B, 2nd fret of the E string. Then you're going to slide up here to the 7th fret, and you're going to bar it, and you're going to put your middle finger on the D string on the 9th fret, your 3rd finger on the 9th fret, and your middle finger on the 8th fret of the B string. And you're going to slide down to the 5th fret. You're going to have 5th fret, 7th fret on the D string, 6th fret on the G string, 7th fret on the B string, and bar it across the E string on the 5th fret. And you're going to slide that chord pattern up to the 3rd fret, but you're going to lift up your bar so this E string rings open. Okay? So it goes. Okay, and then it goes into this part here with some distortion. Okay, and it's a whole other guitar. It sounds it's like a whole different kind of guitar, but it goes. Okay, so the intro to that is open E, open E, 3rd fret E, open A, open A again, 3rd and 2nd fret on the D string. And then you bar for the A chord, okay. A chord, and you're going to hammer on and off on the 4th fret with your 3rd finger on the G string. Open A. And you're going to slide down here. You're going to have your 1st finger on the 4th fret of the G string, middle finger on the 5th fret of the D, and you're going to hammer on and off on the 6th fret on the G string. From there, you're going to go slide back up to the 4th fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G. And you're going to hammer on the 4th fret on the G string. Then you're going to do 3rd on the D, 2nd fret on the G, and then you're going to hammer on the 4th fret with your 3rd finger on the G string. Then go back to that A. It goes like this. Then it ends on the A again. And goes back into the first progression. So it does that twice, and then it goes into the first guitar solo. And during the first guitar solo, which I'll do another video with the actual guitar solo, but that would just take too long to tack onto this video. So there's a part where it goes into the A chord progression again. But there's a guitar solo, and it's a something of that nature. And there's this really nice open chord thing going on in the background, and I think it goes like this. And I've messed around with this. I'm picking it up by ear, so this is what I've come up with. So the way I play that is I am on the 7th fret on the D, 6 on the G, 7 on the B string. And then I put my pinky down here on the 9th fret of the E string. And then I hit all the strings so it rings really loudly and clearly, and it sounds really neat. It's just a big nice sounding chord. In the second chord, I bar the 5th fret, and on the 7th fret on G and B, I put these 2 fingers. So I go. And then from there, I go up there to a C chord. I just have 3 on the A, 2 on the D string, for that, 5th fret D, 4th fret G, 5th fret B, and then I go slide it up 2 frets to the 7th fret. Then you start it over. You just put your pinky down here on 9. Okay, and at the end of the first little guitar solo, there's this. And I guess it's got a little distortion. It sounds like a different guitar. It's definitely not the same guitar that I was playing those chords. It's taking advantage of the drop D tuning here, where it's just 2 fingers, 1 finger on 2 strings. Okay, so you're gonna just push down on the 5th fret on the top 2 strings on your E and your A. You're gonna go 5, 7, and 9. And then hit them open. And when you hit them open, you're gonna put your 3rd finger on the 4th fret on the D string, your 1st finger up here on the 2nd fret of the G string, and you can hit all the strings open just with an upstroke. So after that bridge part, it goes into it goes into a solo, and it's a little bit different than the original progression in the first solo. It starts out with this chord here. So you start out with 7th on the D, 9th on the G, 10th on the B string. The rest of the strings are all open. Then you go back to the first chord from that first solo. So there's going to be 7, 6, 7, 9 on the E. And you're going to do this A with the bar across the 5 with the 5th fret, and then 2 fingers on the 7th fret on the G and the B string. Back up to that C. So it goes. From the C, you're going to go to this chord. I have 3rd finger on 6 on the D string, my pinky on the 6th fret of the G string, and I have my middle finger on the 5th fret of the B string. And the reason why I do it like this and not is so that we can slide into the next chord easier. Then you take this whole, your hand, you slide it down to here and go. And for that I'm on the 12th fret of the A, 12th fret of the D, 11th fret of the G, 10th fret of the B string, and then let the other 2 strings ring open. Then I go back to this A chord here, but I bar all the way across the 5th fret, and then I use my 3rd finger to bar across all 3 of these. And from there, I go up to this chord again. This is going to be the 5th fret on the D, 4th fret on the G, 5th fret on the B string. And then that's the end of the second guitar solo. And then it goes back into the... So it goes... And it kind of fades out on that. But while he's doing that, this second guitar comes in and starts playing this in the background. And the way he plays that is on the D string down here, on the 14th and the 16th. So you're going to go 14, 16 on the D, and then you go down to the G string and you go 14, 16, and then from there you're going to go 14 on the G, 15 on the B string. On the B string, you're going to take the 15th fret, and you're going to bend it up. You're going to hammer on and pull off on the 15 and the 14 twice. And then while that's going on, there's a third guitar that walks in. That doesn't sound very good, but that's a slide that goes on top of it. So there's 3 guitars, which is probably why Led Zeppelin didn't play the song live too much. There's a great version of it with Jimmy Page and the Black Crowes, where they have 3 guitars playing it, and it sounds really, really good. Good. And that's an E string down to the 17. So E string on the 17th fret, up to the 14th, then up to the 13th, back to the 17th, then from the 13th back up to the 14. Then on the 14th, you're going to reach over and you're going to hit the 14th fret on the B string too. So it goes. So that, in a nutshell, and I know it's not just a nutshell, it's actually a long song with a lot of guitar parts. It's when Led Zeppelin was getting very creative in the studio. They had lots of guitar parts. It's got some rock and roll stuff, and then it's got some nice, pretty chords and stuff, and multiple guitars. So, like I said, the best live version, I think, if you really want to get a feel of what it should sound like, would be the Black Crowes with Jimmy Page. You know, I think they did an incredible job on it, and you can hear all 3 guitars. You can actually see them on the video on YouTube, so it's very good. So anyway, I hope you like this video. It's definitely one of my favorite songs. If you like this great, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and leave some suggestions for some songs you want to learn. So thank you and have a great day.